A Cambodian political observer has claimed that the Cambodian government has formally submitted a case against Thailand to the International Court of Justice over a long-standing border dispute involving three ancient temple sites. According to political commentator Vorn Chonlot, Cambodia has now lodged a formal application asking the ICJ to adjudicate the ongoing territorial disagreements with Thailand over the areas surrounding Tamon Tom, Tamon Tuch, and Ta Krabi temples. Writing on his Facebook page, Vorn Chonlot described this as the first legal step in what could be a lengthy process. He explained that under international legal procedure, any state seeking ICJ arbitration must follow specific protocols, beginning with a formal submission of the dispute for review. Vorn Chonlot said the court will now examine key elements of Cambodia's application, including the name of the respondent state, a summary of the case, and an affirmation that both countries recognize the ICJ's jurisdiction in this matter. If the submission is deemed complete and legally consistent, the ICJ is expected to notify both parties that it will proceed with adjudicating the dispute. Vorn Chonlot noted that Cambodia will next be required to present detailed documentation to support its claim. This would include the historical context, treaties, agreements, legal counsel, and any relevant witnesses to be brought before the court. He said the case will then follow a step-by-step legal procedure, with ICJ judges likely to raise numerous questions from the moment the application is accepted through to the issuance of a final legally binding ruling. Drawing a parallel, Vorn Chonlot recalled the Priya Vihir case, in which Cambodia's claim to the disputed temple was ultimately upheld by the ICJ in a verdict delivered after 2 years of legal proceedings. Vorn Chonlot added that although some internal documents appear to reflect ongoing review or discussion, this simply indicates the government is following an official and diplomatic process in accordance with international norms. The ICJ, he said, will communicate through Cambodia's embassy in The Hague, noting that this is a matter between two states and not a private legal dispute. Vorn Chonlot concluded that Cambodia has already completed the application process, and that filing the case is a necessary and formal part of asserting its legal position. However, opposition figure Sam An challenged this claim on June 23, citing a recent statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He argued that based on the language used, the government had not yet formally submitted the case to the ICJ, but had merely notified the court of its intention to do so. Sam An pointed to the statement issued earlier this week, in which the Foreign Ministry said Cambodia had informed the ICJ via a letter dated June 15 of its intention to bring the border dispute before the court. The statement followed a meeting of Cambodia's Interministerial Committee tasked with preparing documentation for submission to the ICJ. At the heart of the dispute are 4 ancient temple sites located along the Cambodia-Thailand border. Tensions have periodically flared between the two nations over competing claims to these culturally significant locations. For now, there has been no official confirmation from the ICJ that a case has been accepted for hearing.